death is because we're afraid of hurting ourselves, and we have a natural fight to keep ourselves safe, to avoid pain, so we don't jump off the bridge, and we don't purposefully hurt ourselves, because we want to have less suffering, maybe. So if we're afraid of like pain and stuff, and if the process of dying is painful, then we may fear it for that reason. Although on a deeper level, another reason why we fear death is because we're fear of non-existing, and we fear not having our life because it is our existence, being awake and conscious in our alive bodies, and the opposite of that is the non-existing darkness. So we may fear death because life stops, and we hold on to life so truly. Yeah. Another reason, more disappointing reason to fear death, is you're scared of some afterlife. You're scared of hell or something, some ultimate deeper suffering. But I'm of the inclination that those that fear, those that think that way, that think that there is a hell, also think there's a heaven. And the majority of people who believe in the afterlife believe that they're going to heaven. I'm sure of it. I'm going to heaven, and it's like a certainty, which is a bit ridiculous because you don't even know if it's real or not. So reasons to fear death are good ones, I guess. But the question that I've been pondering or trying to is, should we fear death? Are there any benefits to fearing death? And now, fear could be said as an intense, like, negative feeling. So you could say that to fear death in like a negative way is actually there's just no point. But just have common sense of avoiding situations where you might die. Yeah. But there's no... I think fearing death takes up quite a lot of energy. It's quite negative and stuff. So I think if you spent less time fearing death and more time just focusing on life and not focusing on something that is perhaps inevitable and will just lead to you one day dying and you can't really do much about it. Perhaps if we just focused on the life and not feared death, we'd be better off. We'd be happier and stuff. And maybe we don't need an afterlife to believe in to stop fearing death. We can just, not think about it. Just focus on life. Because once you're dead, you're dead. It won't matter. So, or even if there's a heaven or stuff, like life doesn't matter anymore. You're dead, sort of thing. Like, you can't do anything about it. Even if you think there's a heaven, you can't really do much to say whether you're going there or not. Maybe you think you can, but just don't focus on death and focus on life. So, should we fear death? No, I don't think we should. I've explained why people fear death, but I don't think we need to, because fear is a negative thing to have in your life. Yeah. It does. Can you have a apprehension, say like just a normal idea that dying is a bad idea, but not actually feel anything towards it? And I think you can, because I don't necessarily spend my life fearing death, and I focus on life, but I do know that I probably will die, and it doesn't worry me, I guess. So you don't need to fear death to just understand that it's a bad idea. So should we fear death? No, I don't think we should. But maybe what I'm saying is just another way of describing fear. Like, maybe fear isn't an intense negative feeling. Maybe fear counts as not wanting it to happen really strongly. And I don't want to die really strongly. Am I afraid of death? Well, I would definitely squeal or scream in a crisis where I might die. And if that's fear, then there you go. I fear death, but I don't think we should. I think we should just focus on the positives. That we're alive now. And for some time, hopefully. And we make our life as good as possible. And when we die, it won't really matter whether we fear death or not. We'll just be dead and be alright. Alright? It's like sleeping or something. Unless there's some sort of afterlife. And then it will just be like dreams. So, simple really. Let's see if I can get a sneaky touch on a ball. No. Carlitos did that. So I scored a hat trick there. And I answered the question at the same time. So my multi skills are getting better. Multitasking. Let's see what I can do with these 8 seconds. First touch. Let's go for spectacular. Oh, I definitely boost. Right. Thank you for watching. I love you. Ciao. Bye now. Okay. Life's great. Yeah.